ladies and gentlemen. It is Wednesday. It is 8 p.m. That means it's time for one thing and one thing only. Turnbuckle Studios and CBRS Entertainment to come together once again to bring you the Wednesday PlayStation Showcase. I am OM Dynamic, joined as always by the man on the console, Mr. Chris Best. How are we doing, my friend?
Oh, I am jacked with the news that we got today. So before we get into our main event, so to speak, because the game we are playing is Undisputed.
Yes.
Before we get into everything else, let's take a look at what the PlayStation Plus Extra and PlayStation Premium games that are coming in March 2026. Sony has officially revealed the newest additions to the PlayStation Plus game catalog. And there are actually some really big titles here, including a major action game, one of the most popular RPGs ever made, a major sports title is coming, and even a classic fighting game for our premium subscribers. All of these games will be available March 17th for the PlayStation Plus Extra and Premium members. So if you're subscribed to either tier, you'll have several games to jump into this month. Let's go through every game coming to the PS Plus Extra and Premium for March 2026. And we're going to start off with a big one here. We're starting off with Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2. This is easily the biggest addition to the PlayStation Plus lineup this month. This third-person shooter continues the story of Captain Titus, a powerful space marine tasked with defending humanity from alien threats across the galaxy. The main enemy this time is the terrifying Tyranid Swarm, an overwhelming alien force capable of wiping out entire planets. Players fight through massive battles filled with hundreds of enemies while using a mix of brutal melee combat, heavy weapons, futuristic armor abilities. The game also features a cinematic campaign along with cooperative missions and multiplayer modes. OMD, you were telling me that you were pretty excited that we were getting this game.
I am. I have this game downloaded as well on the Xbox already. I'm waiting to try it. So I'm hoping that, over the next little while, we can find out if it is cross-platform. I've played Space Marine 1. And so I'm hoping there's some changes to it, but like the blades look the same, the pistol looks the same, but they were fantastic weapons. With Space Marine 1, it was sort of I'm going to give you a very weird cross dissection. Gears of War meets Spyro.
Okay, and see the vibe I got with it when I was watching some gameplay footage of it today. I saw Gears of War with Doom, actually.
There is a very, very heavy Doom element to it.
Mm-hmm.
But with one, a lot of the aliens reminded me of Nasty Nork from Spyro, the original.
Oh, yeah.
So that's where I'm coming from with that. So I want to check out 2 as well. And I am very, very excited to try it. And I hope we can get it cross-platform. And then we can tear it up here on the PlayStation Showcase.
When it comes on the 17th, I know you're not going to be around, but I'll message you and we'll set up a time that we can do it or something to double check everything. But right now, the next game coming too is a major RPG that everybody just loves. And this is one that I kind of wanted to get my hands on and try it out. But coming up is Persona 5, and we're getting 2 different versions of Persona 5. We're getting Persona 5 and Persona 5 Royal. We're also getting the PS4 edition, which has a bunch of stuff with it too. Now, the story follows a high school student known as Joker, who secretly leads a group called the Phantom Thieves. Their mission is to enter supernatural worlds called palaces, which represent the twisted desires of corrupt people in society. By stealing the treasure hidden inside these palaces, the Phantom Thieves can force those individuals to change their behavior in the real world. Persona 5 Royal expands the original game with new characters, new story content, additional locations, and alternate endings, making it an incredibly deep RPG experience that can easily last over 100 hours. And basically, when I've seen people, like I have several friends on my PlayStation list that are RPG people, and they spent like a good 6 months on this game.
Right.
um,
I've looked into these because we actually got the entire Persona lineup released to the Game Pass a little while ago.
yeah.
Again, I mean, for me I'm not really a huge anime guy, and that's what I do get from the graphic. I have checked out some of the trailers. So they do intrigue me in a way, but I'm really started to be getting more into these like open world RPG element games.
And there is an open world element to this game because there's a lot of exploration for all the places that you visit and all of that. Um, I've I've been wanting to get my hands on these games, but unfortunately they're too expensive for my liking. So to see a Persona game come to the PlayStation Plus, I'm going to give it a shot when it comes out
Absolutely.
because you know me, I'm when it comes to RPGs, I'm mostly Final Fantasy, but I'm willing to explore other RPG titles.
Right. And before we continue on, I want to address Chris Parrish stopping in to say hello. Good evening, Mr. Parrish. Great to see you here. Happy birthday, brother.
Yeah, and it looks like he came in at the right time because the major sports title that we're getting, and I told him this was a rumor last night, but it's been confirmed. We're getting Madden NFL 26. Also joining the PS Plus catalog is EA Sports Madden NFL 26. This entry in the long-running football simulation series aims to recreate intensity and the strategy of the National Football League. Players can control their favorite teams, run full seasons in franchise mode, or even build a custom roster and ultimate team. With improved AI systems and realistic player animations, Madden continues to push toward a more authentic football experience. And OMD, I know you've gotten your hands on this game.
Yes.
The most recent one I've gotten my hands on was 25, but I've been wanting to get my hands on this one because of the improvements that they made from 25.
Certainly drastic improvements. You and we got accustomed to the blowouts
Yeah.
and the 3-digit blowouts in 25. Not so much in this one. You can still put up a good significant score. I think I only had 1 or 2 3-digit blowouts. I was still able to get good shutouts, accumulate a ton of sacks in the game. But the passing system, the defense, the AI, it all adapts and it will carry game to game. So you're not going to be able to necessarily run the same play 3-4 times and pull off a 60-yard run.
So this works right up to my alley where I am changing my defense and offensive plays every play. So
yes.
So this is going to be a nice little challenge for me, but they're going to look at when I pass the ball down to Jamar Chase, and I might have to start looking towards T. Higgins at that point.
Yep.
So this is, we're 2 weeks, guys. We're going to be doing a PlayStation showcase on this game. Stay tuned for that one.
When I did it on the Boar's Nest on Super Bowl Sunday, they've expanded the playbook. But as well, a lot of my favorite plays from 25 were not there anymore. So it was really interesting to see how they adapted. They'd add, in some games you'd go in with 5 different defensive strategies in the, let's say the 3-4, and you'd have, 5 different types of alignments, sometimes up to 8.
Yeah.
And it was just wild. In some cases, it did get confusing, so you'd have to sit there and start really finding the plays that you'd recognize and start using those and adapting to them. It's also a lot harder to force an interception, but maybe a little bit easier to force a fumble.
Okay, then. All right. So looking forward to getting my hands on that one. It's probably going to be the first game I play. So,
Yep.
Another game that's coming too. This is a game I haven't heard of, but it looks intriguing. Another big addition to this month is a game called Blasphemous 2. This dark action platformer takes place in a strange and haunting world inspired by gothic and religious imagery. Players control the Penitent One, a mysterious warrior fighting to stop the return of a supernatural force known as the Miracle. The game focuses heavily on exploration, difficult combat, and intense boss battles as players travel through the cursed lands filled with terrifying enemies. I'm very intrigued by this gothic and religious imagery as we're looking at, like, we see the crown of thorns on the image here.
Yes, I've heard of this game. I have not checked out a trailer for it or anything like that yet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little bit leery when I see platformers because it takes me back to like Nintendo, Sega Genesis, and like Ghosts and Goblins and side-scrolling stuff like that. But I will take a look because I do know it is available as well on the Xbox, so I might have to check that out a little bit later on tonight.
Yeah, and I'm curious about it too because I do like these what I like when game companies redevelop like games that look like they should be on the Super Nintendo as a new game, or these side action platformers. I'm very intrigued to check it out now that I know it's an action platformer because I've been trying to look for a good platformer that I can, sink my teeth into for half an hour at a time,
Right.
But this next game is a game that looked really intriguing to me. It's a sci-fi shooter. Next up is a game called Metal Eden. It's a futuristic sci-fi shooter set in a technologically advanced world where machines and humans are locked in conflict. Terminator?
Right?
Players fight through dangerous environments filled with robotic enemies while uncovering the truth behind the downfall of civilization. The gameplay focuses on fast movement, aggressive combat, and high-energy firefights. Sounds like Terminator to me.
Right?
I mean,
Judging from the graphic, because I've never heard of this game, it almost looks like a Metroid or a Metroidvania style game.
I'd be okay with that. I mean, I do enjoy Metroid. I also get, just from looking at this, there's a multiplayer online game out there called Split Fiction that I've gotten, that I get vibes from just looking at the character designs in there. But this is something I think I'd like to try out. I don't know if I'm gonna stick with playing it, but it would be something I would try.
Yeah.
A game that I just know I'm going to stick with it, and it's a game that didn't get some big reviews, but fans of Tolkien may want to check this one out. And OMD, you and I are fans of Tolkien.
We are.
May want to check out Lord of the Rings: Return to Moria. This survival crafting game takes place beneath the Misty Mountains, where dwarves attempt to reclaim their lost homeland in the legendary mines of Moria. Players gather resources, craft tools, and weapons, and rebuild ancient halls and fight dangerous creatures lurking in the darkness. The goal is to restore the Dwarven Kingdom while uncovering secrets hidden deep within Middle Earth. And yes, John Rhys Davies is in the game as Gimli.
Nice. Again, I've looked into this game. From a visual standpoint, for me, it's not quite there, but I do want to give it a fair shake rather than just judging off of imagery.
What sells me on this game is it takes place after the events of Lord of the Rings. Yes. So it takes place in the Fourth Age, and there's not a lot of literature out there that explores the Fourth Age. So I want to see it myself. I want to see like Gimli go back and reclaim, because it was his cousin who ran the mines of Moria at first.
Yes.
So I want to see that. I want to see that progression. I want to see the mines get rebuilt, and I want to go in there and take out all the orcs and the Urukai that took over and the goblins that took over the place.
Yep.
So I want to do that. So
Yep.
I think we should I think that's another game that we're gonna take a look at right here on the PlayStation Showcase for sure.
I think so.
Yeah, because it's Lord of the Rings, and we got to nerd out a little bit here.
Exactly.
And another game coming to the PlayStation Plus and joining the game catalog is a game called Astroneer. It's a colorful sandbox exploration game set during a futuristic space exploration era. Players travel between multiple planets, collect resources, and build bases while reshaping the terrain around them. Instead of focusing on a traditional storyline, Astroneer encourages creativity and discovery as players explore alien worlds and expand their interplanetary options or operations. This sounds like what's that? What was that one game that came out that everybody hated but then everybody loved? You guys covered it on the Boar's Nest, or we're going to do an episode of it on the Boar's Nest. What the heck?
I don't remember.
Not Lost Planet. I'm what the heck was it called?
I don't remember.
No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky. That's what I get for, because No Man's Sky was almost the same thing where there's literally in No Man's Sky, there's 5 quintillion planets to explore.
Yes, I did do a No Man's Sky. That was back when we were with our old group.
Mm-hmm.
But I hadn't figured out how to transfer video over to the show yet. So I was trying to play and explore and describe it, and I couldn't do it. It was not great, but I do want to go back and maybe give it a revisit now because I know that they have worked out a ton of the bugs on it.
Oh yeah, everything has been fixed in that game.
But this looks to me, and it's something that I would probably let my son play.
Mm-hmm.
Almost like Minecraft in space.
That was what they had said on PlayStation Grenade. It's basically Minecraft, but in space. And what sells me on this game is the fact that it says here you can actually reshape the terrain. And that's one of the things that I need to see more of in these survival crafting games, is the ability to dig down and like build a base that has like a basement. Ark doesn't give me that. 7 Days to Die does, but it's really wonky and weird for me to do it. Minecraft, I can do it. I have done it. So but that's what sells me already, is to be able to reshape and create the planet in your vision, so that creating is my thing. So
yes.
But the next game that's coming as well is a fighter game, and it's pretty much the only fighter game that I liked on the PSP, and I beat one part of the story. And I say one part because there's like 20 parts to the story.
Right.
For all, and each fighter gets its own story in this one. This is Tekken Dark Resurrection, finally coming for the PlayStation Plus premium members. Originally released on the PSP, this expanded version of Tekken 5 adds new characters, new stages, and improved mechanics. The game revolves around the legendary King of the Iron Fist tournament, where fighters from around the world compete for power, revenge, and personal glory. It's a great throwback for Tekken, for longtime Tekken fans. And as I said, there's like 20 fighters in this game, and each fighter has their own story going into this tournament. And that's the replayability in this game. And it's actually a pretty easy fighting game.
Yeah, it is. And Tekken, for those that don't know, follows not necessarily along the lines, but it is sort of a like Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat style game. So it's a one-on-one unless you're playing Tekken Tag Tournament. But really, for me, I always found those to be button mashers.
Yeah, and they're fun button mashers sometimes, but that's and there's one other game that I just found out when it is actually coming to the PlayStation Plus. But in May, guys, we're getting the arcade version of Time Crisis. I can't wait to get my hands on this game again. I miss playing this game. I used to play it all the time at Galaxy.
Right?
So to be able to sit in my home and play the game, looking forward to it. It's coming in May, though, so we got a bit of a time to wait. All the other games, though, guys, coming to the PlayStation Plus March 17th for PS Plus Extra and Premium subscribers. Now, the real question I got to ask you guys is, which of these games are you planning to try first as we go to our first commercial break?
A Turnbuckle affiliation program is looking for more people. If you have passion level for pro wrestling, sports, video games, or something else, then Turnbuckle Studios is the place to be. If you have ever wanted to pursue content creation and want to join our team, then we would love to have you. Check out turnbucklestudios.org or contact us by email today because your future is now, and we want you to tap in.
And ladies and gentlemen, if you have ever wanted your break in podcasting content creation, a potential collaboration, or help us out behind the scenes, turnbucklestudios.org is the home of the Turnbuckle Affiliation Program. Hit the join button, email us your credentials, tell us how you believe you can help us, how you feel we can help you, and we can sit down as a collective and figure out the right fit. All of that and so much more at turnbucklestudios.org.
Yeah, and the game tonight, guys, we're taking a look at is Undisputed. We are stepping into the ring, but not the wrestling ring. We're stepping into the boxing ring.
All right.
However, and we're not going to hear his voice, there is a WWE tie to this game, as one of the commentators is former WWE announcer Todd Grisham.
Really?
Yep. Todd Grisham is in this game. I was blown away by that. I'm like, as soon as I heard his voice, I'm like, that's Todd Grisham.
I can dig that.
It's always nice to know when, like, certain announcers or certain wrestlers who've left the wrestling business, it's always nice to know, to see what they're doing. And I know Todd Grisham has been doing work for ESPN.
Yeah.
Well, so right away here, I've got to get right into hiring a new coach, because I'm just going to renew this coach's contract because he's keeping me on a winning streak.
Okay.
So right off the bat, you can see there's coaches you got to hire here. So I've hired this guy for 3 fights. These two have 1 more fight remaining. They all look the same, I just realized.
They do to a point. Yeah, there's a little bit of difference in their faces, but
yeah, the one guy's got a beard.
Yeah.
But right now we are looking at my fight screen because we're doing the My Career mode. And I've got to advance weeks because right now I'm in the middle of a rest period after having just had a fight.
Right.
Because, as you know, UFC fighters and boxers go through a suspension. And it's more or less like they're suspended for so many weeks just to rest up and catch their injuries. And what that means is that they can't go to the gym to train or anything like that. They got to stay home and rest. And we're not gonna see any like prize fighters just yet because I'm still pretty low on the totem pole.
Right.
You're not gonna see me stepping into the ring with Muhammad Ali or Mike Tyson or somebody like that.
Believe it or not, with boxing and MMA, it's something that I understand it.
Yeah.
But I think being so much bigger a fan of wrestling, we're used to seeing the guys out there week in, week out, night in, night out.
I just said we're not going to be stepping into the ring with a known fighter, but we might now because Eddie Hall is there.
The beast.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to take a look at my overall. My overall is 70. I don't know if I want to fight Eddie, but yeah, what the hell? Let's give it a try. Let's give it a try. So it's not a title fight, and I'm a champion. So
right. So it's not a huge. It's thing I'm not a huge fan of is the UFC fighters and boxers taking 3 months off between fights.
Do you have to though?
Oh, I know.
If you've seen the beating that some of those
Oh,
fighters get,
oh, I know.
because like you can't expect Conor McGregor to fight every week.
No.
He'd be dead after like 3 months. Anyways, I just accepted the fight with with Eddie Hall. I almost said Conor McGregor. So now at this point, I've got to pick a gym, and I'm going with these gyms here are locked. So
Right.
and the way you unlock them is you acquire 15 fans, or 15,000 fans for this one, 25,000, 50,000, and I'm at the pink tier here, so I'm gonna go with this one.
Okay.
And go into my fight camp, and now we've got to go into the training part. The training part, luckily, I wish there were mini games for the training, but I'm fine with there not being that. So
Right.
we're going to go into, I'm going to do dietary change because I notice I'm coming in a little bit overweight for the fight. Well, I'm fighting in the heavyweight division, by the way. And then I'm going to, I go to jump rope to get my stats down a little bit, and punching bag as well to put my strength up. And do I have to do anything for the media? No. So I'm just going to continue on training. And there's a battery down in the bottom corner there that you got to watch for, that'll tell you how you're going to be going into the fight, whether you're going to be tired or you're going to be fresh.
Okay.
So I'm going to go to offensive sparring, and see, that took me right down. So I'm going to take this week to recover, to build myself back up into the green. And then I'm going to take a light training schedule on this one. So I'm probably going to go back to jump rope here. Now my fight camp is over. My opponent awaits. So now we go to the ring.
Okay.
Yeah, so I say I'm not going to fight a star fighter, and what happens? The first
Right.
fight, so you do get a choice of 3 fighters, and I chose Eddie Hall because he is a known fighter. He's also a known YouTuber who goes to a lot of restaurants and does eating challenges and things like that.
Yes.
He's also a known tough man, or strong man. Thank you.
Tough man, strong man. And he does a lot of comedy bits on YouTube as well with his wife.
The video where he goes to that restaurant where they insult you was just gold. I loved it.
Yep.
So the tail of the tape. 3 knockdown rule is in effect. That's you knock down your opponent 3 times in 1 round.
Yep.
Cannot be saved by the bell. Only the referee can stop the fight.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Canada, wearing the white.
And yeah, that's the ring announcer who did the HBO boxing fights. I don't know if he still does them.
Okay.
The Wild One. Fighting out of the blue corner from the United Kingdom, Eddie the Beast Hall.
So at this point, I'm 20-0. I kind of care if I lose, but if I lose, at least it's not a title fight.
Right.
I went over the rules. I want you to protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Good luck.
Yeah, and so when you start your career in this, you actually start fighting in like dingy gyms and all of that.
Right.
You'll notice my tights, or my gear is a tribute to Rocky, as in Rocky Balboa,
Right.
because he wore the white I'm just knocking the hell out of Eddie.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like it's doing a whole lot to him.
Yeah, so that top white bar that you see, that's actually his stamina. The 3 bars on the side of him, that's his power. That's his health. And he has health for his block, he has health for his head, he has health for his body. And blocking, so like I'm obviously targeting his head.
Yeah.
And knocking him pretty dang good, by the way. But he's got speed, man. I can't. His blocking isn't that great though. Neither is mine though.
No.
So when you get your stamina goes down for every punch that you throw. So it's a good idea to back off every once in a while and
Right. Recover.
replenish your stamina. As you can see, I do every once in a while. I get in there and I deliver punches when I can. I gotta wait till he drops his fist though sometimes to get him, as I got him with that uppercut.
Right.
I keep forgetting though that I have straights that I can hit him with and body shots as well. As I just did, it looked like I almost low blowed him though.
Right. Yes, it did look.
Oh, he rocked me. He rocked me a little bit.
Well, you're going to make it through the first round with him, so.
Yeah. Unless I were to knock him out right here, and it's not going to happen, but I'm damaging him. Yeah, and then there's coach advice there, but sometimes I kind of ignore that, and you do get the full 1 minute, or you can choose to skip to go to the next round, which I usually do, because, like, I'm not going to wait 1 minute unless I got to get up to go to the washroom while I'm in the middle of a round, but I could just pause the game at that point.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, so like when your stamina is down like that, as low as I just got mine, if your punches will become weaker and not as devastating as they should be.
Right.
Oh, I'm being checked on here. Yeah, because he's got me busted wide open.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't realize you can actually hear the footwork on the canvas either. But then again, this is what I get for listening to the game on headphones now.
Right.
Yeah, there's a lot of strategy. Oh, geez, I got him good there. Uh-oh.
And we've got...
He's going to be checking on me.
We've got
we know who Eddie Hall is.
We got Bubba coming in saying 100 million on Hall to win, and then you know who he is, right?
I took the loss.
Yep.
Thought I'd give my shot at Eddie.
But yes, Bubba, we know who Eddie Hall is.
We were literally singing his praises before the fight.
Yep.
But I'll take that loss. Because, whatever. I'm 20-1 now, so Eddie Hall is the one in 20-1.
I was just gonna say the streak is over.
Yeah. That was fun. So I'll just take the next fight.
Yep.
I'll recoup from my loss.
And as he goes to the next fight, ladies and gentlemen, we want you to go and check out the merch.
The Turnbuckle Studios store is open for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Get the merch and represent the best from the shows you watch on a weekly basis. Multiple styles to choose from with over 10 products available. Don't get left out and pick up all your favorites today. Find us at turnbucklestudios.org.
And ladies and gentlemen, once again, turnbucklestudios.org is the home of the Turnbuckle Affiliation Program. This time we want you to head over to our shop. Support your favorite shows and your favorite podcasters. Wear what we wear. And a reminder that all of those proceeds come back into our studios to bring you a better experience. All of that and more at turnbucklestudios.org, the official home of the Turnbuckle Affiliation Program.
Yeah, so once again, I'm going through my rest period here.
Yep. And Bubba's saying he's been a fan of Eddie Hall's for years now.
Oh, yeah. I've been watching that dude since his strongman competitions.
Yep.
So now I can take my next fight. I'm going to pick someone who's more closer to my overall. So we'll go with Juan Mendez here.
So I'm going to ask you, IRL, ladies and gentlemen, can we get an Eddie Hall, Mark Henry exhibition strongman competition?
If Mark Henry was healthy, yes. Speaking of healthy, my cat is coughing up a storm here.
Yes, they are.
All right. So now we're gonna take my gym, the same gym again. And what do I need to work on? I need to work on a little bit of everything here. So we're gonna do the jump rope. Going to do offensive sparring. Going to do the punching bag. We're going to go to. I'm going to do the training dummy as well. Now we're going to rest here. And dietary change. Oh, that's going to make me sluggish, but that's good. That's okay. I hope we can do this fight. If I lose, I lose. Whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a new venue. I haven't fought at this venue yet.
Right? This was the one I thought you were supposed to fight Eddie Hall in, was the Technicolor venue, and it didn't give us this one.
No, that was the gym I picked. The gym that I go to train for. This is more like a pay-per-view fight that I'm going into.
Okay. At the observatory.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Bubba's asking, when did this game come out?
It was just a couple of years ago. Let me see here. I'll let the fighters walk to the ring. October 11th, 2024.
There we go. So, what I would love to see, and I don't know, I would assume that it's available in this game, would be custom soundtracks, custom ring entrance music.
Yeah, but
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner from Canada,
there is a selection of music, but I just don't care to look for that music because there's like hundreds to choose from.
Right.
heavyweight champion, the Wild One. Fighting out of the blue corner from Mexico. Wearing the cyan trunks with dark purple trim. The Rockstar.
Yeah, so some of these fighters that you're going to fight in the start of your career, other than when I fought Eddie Hall, they're going to be just generic fighters that you fight, essentially.
Right.
And what I say you must obey. Good luck.
Oh, he's fast. I caught him a few times on that one. So your punch buttons are actually your face buttons, which is actually very nice because when EA used to do the Fight Night games,
Right.
you had to use in their later games, you had to do the right stick to punch, and it was really annoying.
Right. So it was more of a skill stick game than.
Yeah, and it sucked. Oh, crap. Oh crap! This
Ooh.
might not be good. Yeah, you got me good. Maybe I should have rested 2 weeks in a row when training.
Bubba calling for a jab.
Yeah. Well, I'm teeing off with him on the jabs.
Yep.
Oh, caught him with that left hook. Or yeah,
You
that
did.
left hook.
You did. That one was brutal.
Now, the one thing everybody watches boxing for is, oh, I opened him up too. The one thing everybody watches boxing for is the knockouts.
Yes.
And the one thing about this game is you won't be really disappointed with how the knockouts happen in this game. They feel satisfying.
Right. And we come to the end of round 1.
Come right out of there with a right hook. Because the way I see it when I play this game, if I see I cut him open, that's a target for me now.
Of course.
So is my cut, though, I think.
Yep.
I've got to back off because my punches are getting really weak.
Well, you got him good there again.
Yeah. I'm rocking him. Trying to wait for him to put his gloves down so he leaves the space wide open.
Yep.
Just like that. Oh. Okay, gotta back up. Back it up. He's trying to get in close to me, and I'm trying to back away a little bit.
Yep.
All right, you want to lean away from my hook? I'll fucking jab you in the face. Part of my language. I like teeing off with those hooks, though. Because that's
Right.
that's my most powerful hit. Oh, nice combo there. Caught him with the left hook and an uppercut.
Oh, we got through 2 rounds.
Yep.
Both of you are busted. Both of you are going hard. I've got to ask, and I know it's not something that I think I've ever seen in boxing, but could you get that double knockout or that double TKO?
I'm not sure, but I have my last few fights that I've been winning have been TKO wins due to referee stoppage.
Right.
Oh. I can't remember how to block body. There we go. There we go. He at least allowed me to remember that. Oh. I'm not even sure how many rounds this fight is for. So
They said 8.
Oh, 8? We're not going 8 rounds.
No.
Not with the way we're teeing off on each other.
This is a true heavyweight tilt. Like, both of you guys are going for broke here.
This is what I want. This is what I want to see in boxing fights, to be honest. When I go in to watch boxing there, see, I've rocked him. I've rocked him good.
Yep.
So now I'm trying to capitalize, because you get a buff when you knock them, right?
Right.
And it actually, goes to the scorecard for when you knock them like that too. So
Yep. Bubba saying uppercut and change it up all the time.
yep. And then back off to let my stamina get up there because I knocked him again. So I'm getting him. Like I'm tagging him for sure.
Yep.
Oh, he tagged me too. But my head is more healthier than his right now. Saved by the bell there, buddy.
Yeah. You are through 3 rounds in this fight. Wow. I do have to admit that, you know, the camera work in this game is absolutely amazing.
Yeah,
But the spinning and the dancing, which has to happen in boxing, is actually really messing with me.
Yeah, it does mess with my direction too. I just know that I can back away from him when I need to. I just teed off with him with 3 jabs there that he did not block. Trying to hit him with that uppercut. Down he goes in the ropes. I just continued teeing off on him when he went down. I get relentless sometimes when I get opened up, so.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. You still want to fight?
Bob was saying this is crazy to watch. This is what I want boxing fights to be. None of this standing around and blocking each other and getting into the ropes. Just trade blows, man. Get in there and fight. That's why I like watching hockey fights more than anything.
Right? Believe it or not, and I'd love to see it, there is an actual MMA hockey fight league.
I saw that, and I'm like, that is weird, but all right. That is something I could see Bob Probert doing if he were still with us.
Yep. But yeah, they go out on skates. They have, I think it's a 20 by 20 sheet of ice that they just go out and they scrap on. Bare knuckle, no helmet, but yeah, they go out there and they scrap in full hockey pads and equipment.
Next hit will knock him silly.
He's going to get saved by the bell here again.
Yeah, he is. Apparently, my coach did not like my offense, but I knocked him down. I knocked him silly about 3 times.
Yep.
I'm surprised that referee stoppage hasn't happened. Because he is not blocking his face anymore.
No. And I'm noticing the red coming from the one side of the screen and the green on your side. So you've got the momentum, I'm guessing, and then he's...
Yeah, it's kind of like a buff in it. That red meter is like his knockout meter. And you can see my stamina meters going down because I'm throwing my big haymakers at him.
Yeah. Oh, got you there with that good body shot.
He got me good there. I'm not protecting my body as well. Like I said, I don't really know how to. I think I just figured out how to protect my body, but it's hard to tell when they're gonna duck down for those body shots.
Right.
Oh, they're stopping for him. Am I gonna win by TKO? He's. The referee's saying the fight's gonna go on.
Yep. And Bubba asking, is the game cross-platform?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Now, the reason my stats go down so fast is because I'm like still kind of a new fighter, and it takes a minute to get your...
Right. And that round comes to an end. Mr. Best, before we go to the next round, we got to tell the people about all of the programming here throughout the week at the Turnbuckle Affiliation Program and Turnbuckle Studios.
Okay, so let's do it.
Turnbuckle Studios and the Turnbuckle Affiliation Program bring you the week of streams. All times are in Eastern Time. Monday nights you get the Locker Room Breakdown at 7 p.m., followed by the Raw Patrol at 8 p.m. Tuesday brings you the flagship show, Turnbuckle Talk, at 8:05 p.m. Wednesday we play games with the PlayStation Showcase at 8 p.m. Thursday we go TNA as we brace for Impact at 9 p.m. On Fridays, join us for the SmackDown Security Detail at 8 p.m. The weekend brings you Saturday Night Gaming at 8 p.m. On Sunday, be sure to catch the Chris Parrish podcast at 12:15 p.m. And later that night, we have the Borsnest at 8 p.m. Be part of the shows and join the chat every day. And please visit turnbucklestudios.org.
And ladies and gentlemen, once again, we remind you that Turnbuckle Studios is the home of the Turnbuckle Affiliation Program. And now we want you to meet the team, the people behind all of the shows there. Mr. Best, myself, Bubba Duke, Chris Parrish, and Carl Carafel. Get all of our socials and watch our latest weekly live episodic shows anytime you want at turnbucklestudios.org, the home of the Turnbuckle Affiliation Program. And Bubba saying he needs to, he guesses he needs to start training then, so.
Looks like he wants to step into the ring with me on this game then.
Seems like it.
Oh, now I'm being checked on. I'm good. I can see. Oh, no, he's calling it off. What the hell? That's bull crap. I knocked him out better than... Oh, well, whatever.
It happens.
Yeah.
That was a dang good fight, though.
Yeah. At least I get, like, fight rewards and things like that still for the loss, right? Like...
Right.
So, like, I can, like, at least increase my stats a bit. I lost a little bit of my fame, but we'll take on somebody a little... I don't think we're going to have time for another fight here.
I don't think we will either.
But we'll get some training done. We'll see. If we have to go a little bit over, we'll go a little bit over.
All right. Well, while you run to the gym quickly, I'm going to take a quick run to the locker room.
All right. I get to fight Juan Mendez again. Okay, so that, and then we'll go to training again. And we're getting a fight, the rematch with Juan Ramirez here, or whatever the guy's name was. Oh, look at this hall. The Grand Theater. Juan Mendez. We're
Same
getting the
guy you just
rematch.
fought. We
Yeah,
are.
rematch. I'm still sluggish going into this fight though, so I gotta figure out what the hell's going on there.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of.
Just gonna skip through the intro and
Yep.
get right into the fight.
All right, I went over the rules. I want you to be. Let's do it.
Oh, he rocked you good there.
I backed off from him. If he gets me again though, I'm gonna figure it out. I gotta figure out why.
Yeah.
What's going
Bubba's
on?
saying when you're slow or sluggish, use the speed bag. It helps.
I know it does. I just rocked him. Sometimes though, I notice when I go into rematches though, the fighter seems to be easier the second time around.
Right. Well, it's because you're used to them. You've adapted already, and
Gee, he wouldn't go down there. And I already busted him wide open. This is revenge, basically.
I think
right
he's
now.
done. I gotta say this. I think he's done.
The one thing I don't like about this game is when you knock a guy out, say if you knock him out like by the ropes or in the corner, they always end up when the count happens, they always end up in the middle of the ring.
Yeah.
I think for the next, if they do another Undisputed, they need to animate it so that like if he gets knocked out in the corner, then the referee counts from the corner.
Right. Bell's gonna save him again.
Yeah. But I've weakened his blocks too, and that's
Yep.
the key thing too. Even if he's blocking, throw some punches to weaken those blocks up. I think he expects that hook coming out of the round now.
Yep. So is there, like we've talked about the AI and the adapting in EA games like Madden, NHL, is there that AI adaptation in this game as well?
I'm pretty sure that's what it was, because if you notice in that last fight that I had with this guy, he started going for my body like partway through the round.
Yeah.
And that weakened me quite a bit. Oh, come on. Getting close. He opened me up too.
Yep. Oh.
I'm also coming into this fight slightly undertrained as well.
Right.
So come on, let me get in close. There we go. Knock him silly. Knocked him again. Down he goes.
All right. That's 2.
That's 1 because this is the
In
second.
the round.
Yeah.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight,
That's it.
10. You're out.
There we go.
Revenge is a dish best served cold.
All right.
So, as we celebrate my one victory we got on here, but I had to take the chance with Eddie Hall, but
Yep, absolutely. How do you pass that up?
right. OMD, where can the people look for you?
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're looking for me, it is my Linktree. linktr.ee/OMD show. And you can catch me right back here with Mr. Best Friday night for the SmackDown security detail. Mr. Best, I believe you have a sponsor to tell us about.
I do. And as I say, week in, week out, gaming makes you a very, very thirsty person. And again, what OMD and I like to do is we go to that Swift Energy, swiftenergy.gg. We use that promo code CBRS Gaming, and it gets you 25% off of every order within the store. That is CBRS Gaming, swiftenergy.gg. If you're looking for me, though, on my socials, guys, it's very simple. It's my Linktree. linktr.ee/Chris_best83 and OMD, as we leave everybody with next week's game. What are those famous words we can go out on?
Ladies and gentlemen, please always remember the world is better with you in it. From all of us here at Turnbuckle Studios and CBRS Entertainment, to those of you out there wherever you are, good night, good luck, we out.